Hey guys, this is Chodaros with a new design by Suzanne HB, or Crazy Just My Work on Instagram. This is the Dragonfly Dreaming Bracelet, and you can find out the different, you can find the originals and the variations on Suzanne's Instagram account. There are 3 different variations that can be done. So the way that I've done this one is with the second variation, which is adding 2 bands in between on the border. But when you watch the tutorial, I'll show you how to do the first variation. And then the third variation is just simply just doing one side border, and it could possibly be worn as a choker, necklace, or something of that sort. So it's not difficult. Super easy once you get a hang of the pattern. So we'll grab our supplies and get started. Okay, so this is what the center of the bracelet looks like, and the border that we add is probably one of the most simple borders I've done. So I wanted to just show you what we're going to do first. So I'm just gonna do, just a few until we get the pattern down, and then I'm going to switch back over to my finished inside part to show you how to do the border. But I am going to use one different color just to make sure that I can show you exactly which band for looping. So for the bands that are coming out, which in my case are the white, I'm going to continue with white, and that will be the band that you want to use for your beginning, for your cap band. So you want to use that color first, and then your next color is going to be the band that wraps around the band that's sticking out there. So in my case it's that green. So I'm going to use this hot pink just to make sure you can see it the best. And then the center color, which will be a double band, that I used the blue, and I'm going to continue with that color. Okay. So just starting out, we're going to add this sequence, but we're really going to be adding 3 bands per segment. Okay, so we want to start out with this as our cap band, and now we want to start our count. So we want to do 1, 2, then I'm going to go back to that color, do 3, and then I want to add this color here because this is going to be the one that I use as the band that's going to be sticking out. So we have 3 chains right here. I want to go down, so this pink one, I'm going to go down through and grab the side of the next chain, which is this blue one here. And once I have that on my hook, bring it back through this pink one, like that. And then I want to have this white band that's on my hook come over the top, just like that. Okay, so once we have this part done, we want to just simply flip it. And we want to do the same thing. So that's showing you these different colors will be easier to show you which band to pick up, so you can see it's the blue. So we go back down through that first chain and then grab the other side of that blue band. Make sure we slide it back under that first chain, which is pink, and then again let this band go over top of your hook like that. So now you have this band here sticking out. And then that pink band is wrapped around it like that. So now I want to take another one of my blue, because that's going to be my center, and I want to take another one of my pink and then my white. So whatever color is on your hook now, you want to add that color next. So I'm going to chain this blue one and then chain this pink one, and lastly this white one. Okay? So we want to do the same as we just did. I want to go down through this first chain, grab a hold of the side of that band in the second chain, and then I want to make sure I can make it on tape. Slide it back through that first chain like that, and then take this one side of this white band up and over your hook. So once you have that, then you can take it off of your hook and turn it around to repeat. So again, we want that blue band, so we go down through the first chain and grab the other side of that second chain and pull it back through that first chain, and then release this band to go over the top like that, and then we can give it a pull and that's what you should have so far. I mean, they're going to be a little crooked. These are LE bands, so they have a mind of their own. So again, to repeat, we always want to start with the color that's on our hook. So I'm going to place my blue band and do one of my pink and then one white. So after we chain 3, we want to go through that first chain, grab the second, pull it back through that first chain, release this white band to go over top. And then we want to flip like that, and then repeat. So I'm always giving it a little tug so I can see the chains. So then we go back through, grab the other side of that blue band, sneak it underneath that first chain, and then the other side of the white band goes over the hook. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to just go a little bit faster. So same colors on our hook, our wrap color, and then our band that comes out through that first chain, grabbing the side of the second chain, pulling it back through the first. Band goes over the hook. Off our hook, turn it around, go back through that first chain, grab the other side of the second chain, back through the first chain. Excuse me. Other end of that white band goes over the top. So we chain another, 2 and 3. Get down in and bring it back up. Whoops, I grabbed both chains. So I'm going through, grabbing that, bringing that up through. and then going through that first chain to grab the other side of that second chain, then bringing it up through, pushing that band over, give it a tug. Like that. So we'll do a couple more. So essentially, every time you start, it's chaining 3, 2, 3, and then you're going down through that first chain just to grab that band, pull it back through, then turn it, go back through that first, grab the other end of that chain, bring it up through that first one, up and over. And do one more. So you chain 3, take it to its side, and there we go. It's really easy and fast to make once you get the pattern down. Okay, so whenever you're ready and you have it the length of your wrists, then you just want to clip this end right here. So I added my little clip, and I'm going to work off of this one now. So I'm going to pull you out a little bit. You don't need to be that close for the border. So I used the same colors I'm pretty sure that Suzanne used in her original, because I think it looks so pretty. And what she had done, and I'd like to do as well, is that she chose this center color here, which is my blue, to do for the border. So there's like 3 different ways that she had shown that we can do 3 variations for the border, but all of them start out the same. You want to put your hook through one side of your cap band and then pull a border band through and put it back on your hook. So you're going to take one of the bands that is sticking out, so in my case it's the white, put that on your hook, and you want to slide it under the first loop, like that. And then you want to take the next band that's sticking up, and put that on your hook, and take it and slide it under the first loop. Okay? And then you want to take another border band and pull the 2 loops on your hook on top and close it up. So this is the original design, and the next step would be to do the same process, which would be to grab another band that's sticking out and loop it under the first loop. But the second variation, which I like better because it makes the bracelet lay flatter, is that we do 2 border bands in between grabbing these bands here. So I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to stick my hook in to grab that band, and again it goes under the first loop, and then you grab that next loop in line, it goes under the first loop, and then we chain 1 for the first variation, or we chain 2 for the second variation. So then we repeat, going back in, grabbing the first one, looping it under, grab the next one, looping it under, and then adding a border band and another border band. And then we continue. So the only difference is you can either chain 2 in between or you can just chain 1. So we're always grabbing 2 of these bands that are sticking out before we add another border band. So that loops under the first loop, grab another under this first loop again, and then we chain 2. So 1 loop, first loop, chain 2. Super, super simple. Okay, so I have 3 more left, so I might take one out because I want to end up with an even number. Oops. So do that one, and then the next one, and then I chain 2. And I think I want to take out the end here because I want it to end on an even number. Okay? So then this is how it would be. So I just want to take and put my hook through this band here, pull it off my clip. And then I want to take these 2 and slide them up and over. And then add this back onto the same clip there. And then close it up. Okay, so that is one side, like that. So Suzanne had also said that you could do just the one side like this, and then be complete, and you could actually make it into a choker, which would be obviously moving this around a little bit more, straightening them out and whatnot. But we're going to go ahead and loom out the other side. So it's the exact same. Both sides, front and back, are the same, so you don't have to turn it another way. So make sure that you're grabbing the cap band because the cap band is the same color as the bands that are coming out. So that's this one down here. And we're just going to repeat exactly the same. The border band goes through the cap band, just one, and then we go through our first loop, under, loop under, and then chain, chain, loop under, chain, chain, loop under, chain, chain. So super simple once you get the hang of it. Get this one done in no time. Just gonna quickly finish this side since it's the same as what we just done. So our last two. Add my second one. And then I'm going to pop out this left band now, but to be careful, I'm just going to stick my hook into both of them and then turn my hook around like that. So then I want to pull this one under and place it back in my hook. So this would be the time that you would add your C-clip. So you could either close it up with how it is right there, or if you feel more comfortable, you can always add a second band. But that is the bracelet. So it is tight through the center, and then you have a lot of kind of like a dragon scale effect through the outside. It's a pretty cool design. Probably could have done, that just fits my wrist. Maybe I could have done just a little bit bigger, but I did take out that one band to make it even. So that concludes our tutorial. We want to make sure that we give Suzanne HB, or Crazy Just Might Work on Instagram, a huge shout out and another thank you for a fabulous hook only design. Make sure that you hashtag your renditions, and be sure to stick around and come back because I have more tutorials coming your way. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.